Robbie Wong here. We did well placing our loss in the correct spot. So we have my current take on mono blue tempo because it's not mono blue anymore. I was very interested in fitting Staggering Insight in here. So we have 12 creatures plus Brazen Borrower 13. We have 12 early game creatures. We have 12 curiosity effects. We have 12-ish interaction. Brazen Borrower fits as interaction and a creature. And then Sphinx of Foresight is the Djinn slot, where we're going to... The problem that we're trying to solve with this is having the busted hands in the beginning. And Sphinx oftentimes acts as the missing piece, because your ideal hand with this annoying deck is lands to cast your spells, some sort of flying dork, and a curiosity effect. So the Sphinx sort of acts as, because you get to scry 3 whatever piece you're missing. So I've got my flying dork, I've got lands to cast them, I have the curiosity effect, and I have the Sphinx. So we're going to keep, depending on how aggressive they're going to be. Okay, so we have protection and land. I think you know what? These are good replacements. So we'll actually keep everything. So we'll go island. Hold on, I'm in the middle of a game. What do you need help with? After I finish this game, sure. So if this is a Bant deck, let's go ahead and push our luck. And swing, connect. We will draw the card to replace Sea-Dasher Octopus. And then next turn, we can keep up protection. Yeah, so this is the ramp deck. And we need to pressure them before they get to things. We also, there's not a lot of removal, so we're looking, this is on sweeper duty. Shatter the Sky. So they can shatter next turn. Oh, we can spell pierce that now. Okay. So let's go ahead and Stormtamer, and then we'll Sea-Dasher that, make things a little bit bigger. Oh, that makes it not a pirate. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Okay, so let's spell pierce this while the spell piercing is good. Blast Zone will kill Siren Stormtamer, but not a mutated. So let's go ahead and mutate this. So that way if they want to kill it, they need to pump it up into something that they can't get to. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this in tapped because we only have dive down. All right, so we've made ourselves more vulnerable to the shatter. That was probably worth keeping it under, so that way we could, well, they don't have the second white. Okay, so we've got them on a 3-turn clock. Let's go ahead and draw some more cards. I had no idea that mutation did that. It's not on top, so that matters for creatures. Because there's sort of the blanket statement we all memorized was like, just pick the bigger creature. But then these little corner cases come up where that's interesting. I had not considered that. Okay, so they're going for our octopi. So we're going to end turn. They're going to blow the blast zone. That'll be most of their turn. That will happen. and we're going to end turn Brazen Borrower, put Staggering Insight on that. And let's Staggering Insight this. They're shy of, you know what, we could use the extra card, and we can't Lookout's Dispersal, but we can Lofty Denial. You know what? We'll leave that open, because what if we need both, right? This is we only need to fade one more turn. So let's put up the biggest walls against that. So let's play this untapped, and now we have all of the options available. We can Dive Down, we can Lookout's Dispersal, and we can Lofty Denial. They'll gain 3, go to 6. I think we need to stop that. Okay, they have 2 mana left, so that's, I mean, they won't have it, but like 2 mana black removal spell. So Lofty Denial, prevent the life gain, and now they need like Eliminate, yeah, which they won't run. The black is a splash for Golos. Okay, whew. So against this deck, Ugin's frightening, Ulamog's frightening. And Shatter. We have to dodge and stop their top end. And they'll probably put in Mystic Disputes of their own. So do we want to fit in? I don't want to bounce their stuff. Mystic Dispute, your Mystic Dispute. And we have Spell Pierce too. Maybe these should be negates. For their bigger stuff, and then our Spell Pierces will combat their Mystic Disputes. You know, and this is there's very few slots to move around, because you again, the focus and the attempt to evolve the mono blue tempo deck is to make your starting hands as many of them as the busted hand as possible, so you don't have to try and play without a curiosity effect, or try and play without interaction or creatures. I mean, it's as close to 30-30. Okay, so this is missing. This is missing a Dorko, of which there are 12. We're gonna mulligan. Okay, we're gonna assume that Sphinx is gonna get us a Dorko, and we're going to send this back. No. There are 20 lands. You should draw lands easier than the other 3 categories. So there's 4 parts to the day. The non-spells is 30, 30, 30. And then the lands, there's 20 of them. All right, so we found the Dorko. We have more protection, and we have a way. So Sphinx of Foresight, collecting its paycheck. We need to look out for. So next turn they have the guy who prison exiles underneath him. Detention Sphere on a body. But if we don't draw the land, okay, we're gonna go shields down here to hopefully draw more lands and more relevant spells. So we would have drawn the land. Okay, we faded Deputy of Detention. That's the card's name. So now we keep our shields up. We keep swinging. Let's try not to play. We're not playing a basic plains, so we're going to try and save this Glacial Fortress land drop for Staggering Insight pair. All right, so we have lots of counter magic, and we're shy on the other things. Six. 2 away from Ugin. 3 away. Golos. Okay, let's Lofty Denial that. Yeah, they don't have the mana to pay for it. Mystic Dispute and Spell Pierce doing its best impersonation of a Mystic Dispute. Staggering Insight would be good because then we can draw it. Okay, so we are... Okay, let's see what we draw with Sea-Dasher. I only want 2 cards a turn. Okay, so let's do Siren to speed up the clock, and it can protect Sea-Dasher Octopus. We're keeping up Negate for Shatter the Sky. Okay, can't do anything about that. Three points of life gain is not irrelevant. Okay, so can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. No Shatter. 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll go up to 8. So this is hindsight, but it would have been safe to play the Sphinx, and that would have accelerated our clock pretty quickly. Do we use Dive Down to kill Elvish Rejuvenator? I don't think so. If there's a game 3, these Dive Downs are going to turn into Mystic Disputes. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our big push. Swinging for 8 a turn. I'm going to keep Ornithopter in my hand, because if they do shatter, it is another flying threat I can deploy afterwards. Okay, can't do anything about that. Next turn, they have 2 Triomes out here, so yeah, they've got black. They're missing red. This needs to find red. Okay, so they can't activate, but they can field our Glacial Fortress to get their what should be 1 mountain in their deck. Okay. So they're dead on board. Spell Pierce is okay. So let's... Am I dead on the backswing? 10, 13, 14, 15? No. So let's play this out as a road bump, and then we'll use Hallowed Fountain. What? We'd need 4 mana total. I mean, they already have the Field of Ruin out, so they're going to be able to get their mountain if they're playing the mountain. They can also, yeah. That's a creature. Having hopeful thoughts. Why did they get red mana? I don't understand. They got another swamp. So if they field the Hallowed Fountain to get a mountain, then they're going to be short. I'm trying, kiddo.
Attack him 5 more times. They will die. Okay, Papa?
Okay. So, gain 3. Take 12. Oh. They can Uro. Playing Sphinx again, being conservative was not where we wanted to be. Yeah. So we need another buff spell off the top. Okay, Sphinx of Foresight. Scry that to bottom. Staggering Insight. Off the top, not it. Okay, so that's really unfortunate. Yeah, we don't have a way. They're at 7, and we're dead on the backswing. So the choice between being... There you go. Putting shields down for Shatter the Sky. If they shatter us, we still have a follow-up play, so I think this was a mistake. We should have played another Sphinx to put lethal on board through the Uro, and the Uro is onboard information as well. Okay, so these dive downs, they need to become Mystic Disputes. Let's rock. It stings, it stings. Let's see if we're punished for that decision, because this video would be over if we had made the aggressive play. Playing around Field of the Dead and Uro. I did not calculate Uro. So mulligan, no lands. Other hand was missing one of the elements. Mulligan. Oh. Our 4-card hand is not going to be better than this. Yeah. So we're kind of hoping the Sphinx gets everything we need. So so we really need, for our engine to be online, we really need the next card here to be Curiosity or Staggering Insight or Sea-Dasher. So there's 12 cards we're looking for out of 54. I think I'm going to use this, just slow them down because we are not fast. So we're going to keep up Lofty Denial. Well, as far as non-curiosity draws, the creature that kind of pretends to be card draw, I'll take. Although not hitting the next couple land drops stings. So if we had taken, because I'm not saying the other play is right or wrong, because there's going to be cases where playing around that is correct, but the majority of the time with that information, the play is incorrect. So there shouldn't be a game 3. This should just be over. Man. Blast Zone. All right, this game's over. And not in the way that we want it to be. Because the Blast Zone's going to annihilate all of our creatures. They have Ugin mana. They're winning the race. It's all just terrible. Here comes Blast Zone. Good game. So, again, if we had taken the statistically better line, and actually the more I think about it, it might just be flat out wrong. There wouldn't be a game 3. We would be 2 pips further ahead, etc., etc., etc. So, I'm Robbie Wong. Don't let your mistakes snowball, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.